G'day, guys. Welcome back to Steeler Nation Australia. Well, I just got done doing the podcast with my good mates, Nathan from In Hindsight and Daniel Stab the Steelers as well on the Unofficial Steelers podcast. It was awesome. And we are a few days away. We're a few days away from Monday Night Football. We all know the Steelers now are 3-7. And look, I'm always an optimist and I believe there is a chance. So we're going to do a little bit of a mini preview and talk about a few things that I'm looking forward to, keys to the game, stuff like that. Who's got to step up, coaching wise, player wise, all those things of that nature, as Tomlin says. But my big thing for this game, guys, is Monday Night Football. It's Mike Tomlin, who's been a coach for, I believe, 16 years, never a losing season, Super Bowl. We all know that. And we know there are fired Tomlin guys out there. We know there are guys like me who I still believe in what Coach Tomlin has done. And yes, we're going through a rough patch, but we're facing adversity. And I still believe that if he were to be fired today, that any other team in the NFL would pick him up in a heartbeat. So I'm not saying fire Tomlin, but there's definitely a lot of pressure under his seat right now. It's very warm. And this matchup intrigues me. It intrigues me because of this reason. It intrigues me because it is Mike Tomlin as a head coach with his team to get the Steelers ready to win this game on Monday Night Football versus Jeff Saturday, former Colt center. Now, I believe Jeff Saturday played for over 10 years plus with the Indianapolis Colts, had Peyton Manning as his quarterback, and he was doing TV stuff. The Colts fired their head coach, not even sure who it was. Doesn't matter who it was. They fired him. Jeff Saturday came in, and now Jeff Saturday is 1-1 with the Colts. And they almost beat the Eagles last week. They lost 17-16. They were leading that game 16-10. And then Hurts went down the field to win 17-16. This intrigues me. This intrigues me on a few accounts. If Mike Tomlin loses this game against the rookie head coach, who doesn't really have any coaching experience in the NFL, only 2 games, and of course there are offensive coordinators, there are other guys, defensive coordinators, teams coach, they're all guys that have accolades, in the Colts locker room, not just putting everything on Jeff Saturday for him to go out there. Of course, the players play too, but as a visual, aspect and looking from the outside in, to see Mike Tomlin lose this game would be quite crazy to me, right? Monday Night Football, Coach Tomlin's been coaching for 16 years. You'd think he had to have some form of preparation to get the team ready and willing to win this game against, Jeff Saturday being his 3rd game, prime time. You'd think that the pressure would be on Jeff Saturday. However, if you go to the bookies in Vegas, if you look up their lines and stats, the Steelers are the underdog. And for a good reason. The Steelers haven't played well this year. They're 1 game behind the Colts. They've only beaten the Saints, Buccaneers, and Bengals just. It's been a really poor season from them offensively. And defensively struggled with injuries, with Minka, TJ coming back, and the defense allowed 37 points. But this really intrigues me. It is Tomlin versus Saturday. And this to me will be, worrying signs again that the seat will get warmer to a certain extent. Now, I don't believe that the Roonies are going to fire Tomlin this season or next season. But what will happen with Coach Tomlin's contract, near the end of 2024 could be his last season, depending how the next 3 years goes, depending how the next 7 games goes. And of course, next year, if they build to the draft, new O-line, stuff like that. If they build around Kenny, if they get the defense back to where it should be top 5, and right now they're not even in the top 20. They're just a couple of guys on the defense that are doing their job, and some of them are just lazily running around in circles. There is so much to fix on this team. But can Mike Tomlin put together a game plan or get his team ready? Because he's been known as a player's coach. Can he get the team ready to defeat Jeff Saturday? Let me know in the comments below. It's a massive game for the Steelers. If they win this game, they go to 4-7, and they have 6 games to go, and the playoffs are still a chance. The Patriots lost this weekend, which makes them 6-6. If the Jets lose against the Bears, which could be a possibility, right? Because I believe that Zach Wilson's been benched. I can't remember who they're starting on their Jets quarterback, but Zach Wilson's been benched. They're starting someone else. They could be starting Flacco. And I think it's Nathan Peterman, I think, is playing for the Bears. Now, if the Bears win that game, The Jets also go to like 6-6 or 6-7, right? Something like that. And that means they are 7th and 6th in the wild card. And right now, fighting for the 7th spot is the Colts, the Bengals, and the Chargers. And the Steelers are still hanging around there just a little bit. But we're so far away from the playoffs, it's not even funny. But win by win, we can crawl our way back into the playoffs. But the big matchup for me, guys, in this game is Jeff Saturday versus Mike Tomlin. Okay, that's the big matchup. Of course, you have will Najee Harris run, and who's going to run behind Najee Harris? Anthony McFarland should be playing running back because Jalen Warren is also out too. He's out with an injury. Kenny Pickett needs another chance to step up and show the NFL that he can be a legit quarterback. He's got 7 games to do so. Monday Night Football, I believe Kenny can try and work some things out. He's getting better every week. Progress is slow, but he's getting better. And our receivers got to step up too. George Pickens got to step up, DJ has to step up big time. Frymouth, all these dudes. But to me, guys, when you look at the offense, they're struggling. The defense, you have a lot of big name guys like TJ Watt and the rest of them, but they're still struggling too. But this to me was the most what's the word? Crazy matchup or interesting take that I can find out of this game. It's Mike Tomlin versus Jeff Saturday. Former center, Indianapolis Colt, now coach. Mike Tomlin, if you have to find a way to win this game, otherwise the fired Tomlin crowd is going to go crazy that you let a coach who's played 2 games or coached 2 games in the NFL out-coach you and win the game. That's crazy to me. Anyways, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'll see you later.